I was told that modeling had a 5-year shelf life. So I was like, what's next? I always was like, this is my last job.
That's intense.
For me, it's about innovating product, creating a beautiful space for moms, bringing gorgeous products to the market for this journey of motherhood, from pregnancy to postpartum into motherhood.
One of the things that goes most unspoken with pregnant women and postpartum is how your abs get completely separated and torn apart. What's not normalized is how you heal that.
It's interesting because people see it as snapback culture. In ancient culture, there's a binding ritual. In some cultures, women aren't allowed to get out of bed for 60 days. But how in Western society we don't acknowledge that? So we were like, how do we help here? So for the past 2 years, we've been developing something.
Show us. Today's guest built a fashion brand to change the conversation. Nicole Trunfio isn't just designing maternity wear. She's rewriting every outdated rule about what mothers should look like, how they should behave, and how they should feel when it comes to maternity fashion wear. Her mission? To amplify the voices of mothers, to stop managing motherhood and instead make it desirable, to actually listen to what mothers need instead of telling them what they should accept. When Nicole was young, her father told her, "You have a strong head on your shoulders, and I trust you." And she took that trust and ran to New York to model, and then straight through every rule that said mothers should be quiet, covered up, and grateful to just survive. Her viral breastfeeding photo on the cover of Elle wasn't a PR stunt. It was Nicole refusing to hide. And when the world responded, some cheering and some outraged, she didn't back down. Instead, she built Bumpsuit. She studied ancient Ayurvedic practices. She started talking about pelvic floors in the first 40 days postpartum, and all the things we're not supposed to discuss. Now she's raising 3 children while running a company that's fundamentally about changing how we see motherhood, not as sacrifice or limitation, but as a power. Today, we're talking about raising kids, rewriting systems, and why trusting ourselves matters most. All right, let's welcome Nicole Trunfio. Nicole, welcome to the Breadwinners pod.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks
I love the name. It's really cool.
Well, you were one of the founding family members of the Breadwinners at the first dinner. So I'd love to start there. What did you take away from the dinner?
That dinner was one of the most special dinners I've ever attended. First of all, the turnout was insane.
It's true. During South by Southwest.
The quality of guest and the quantity of guest were both, in full force.
Yeah.
Some of the most amazing people there and have gained friendships from that dinner.
Oh, I'm so glad.
And I think, being a mom, especially a working mom, I don't really have time to go to events. And it hasn't been a priority for me because I have to go full force into the business or the family. That was one of the first outings I remember going to just since launching my business and in Austin. And it was so enjoyable and actually was a catalyst to me getting out more. So thank you for that.
Oh, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
I remember going around the circle, and I think going around the circle, sometimes some people are scared of it. I was personally scared. I think I was shaking. I took off my high heels. I was sweating, and I felt like I talked for way too long. But it was a moment that kind of unleashed things that I just had on my mind. And it's so strange for a group of women that big to feel so safe because everyone was being very honest and very vulnerable and very supportive. And it was so lovely to hear everyone open up and just be there to witness them and hold space.
Oh.
And everyone was incredible in their sharing.
Truly.
And we went forever. It went for so long,
Forever.
but it was great. It was like a great forever.
It's usually one of those moments where I'm like, oh man, 30 women going around the table talking about themselves. But it just, the time flew by and it really didn't feel like, oh man, another person has to go.
We have this email from the dinner. And so we have this amazing supportive thread. And I was so happy that that dinner then was a catalyst for you launching a podcast. And I can't wait to see what you do with this platform because it started off in a really, really good place.
Yeah.
So it's just only up from here.
Thanks. And it was serendipitous. Like we were just hosting the dinner to get some amazing women together. And what came out of it, I just never would have expected. But I also couldn't turn away from it. I mean, the week following, I was like, just blown away by the response from people online and total strangers reaching out to me and brands wanting to reach out and sponsor the next dinner. And I was like, wow, there is something here.
It's so interesting when that happens because it's almost like an organic flow, right? It's like if it's meant to be for you, if it's part of your path and your journey, then it will just organically kind of happen as long as you're doing the work to kind of facilitate happenings.
Yeah.
If that makes
Manifest,
sense.
if you will.
Manifest, but also do the work so
Yeah.
you're ready for when it happens.
Right. Another friend of mine, Marissa, who was at the dinner, she's coined it perfectly because she said what she took away from the dinner was the secrets that we keep as mothers, which is exactly what you were just saying, is we hold so much in as moms, as working moms, the guilt, the tension, the are we doing enough? And she felt like it was just all released at that dinner.
Yeah, that's exactly how it felt.
Yeah.
It was just a beautiful setting, beautiful evening,
Yeah.
just beautiful women. It was great.
Awesome. Well, thank you
Yeah.
for being there.
Thanks for having
I'd
me.
like to take a walk back to your foundation, which is kind of what I'm calling trust and imagination. So in reading up about you and where you've been and your journey from Australia to New York and then all over the world, there seems like a foundation coming from your father and how he's told you that he trusts you and he believes that you have a good head on your shoulders. How has that been foundational to you and raising a family and building Bumpsuit?
That is kind of, my foundation. It's going to make me cry.
Yes, that's my goal on this podcast. If you cry, it's a win.
My dad was such a strict Italian father. And we come from a very conservative Italian family, Australian Italian. And he would never let me do anything, but he always really explained everything to me. It was like he had high expectations of me, but there was also high support.
Mm-hmm.
So he was authoritative. I think there's authoritarian, authoritative. There's all these different types of parenting styles that I'm now learning about just being a mother. And he operated in a way that I'm trying to also reflect, but also innovate as we do as a new generation.
Right.
Yeah, and it was so interesting because he was so strict and wouldn't let me go anywhere. But then when I had to move to New York for this modeling contract that I didn't really think was ever going to eventuate, my mom has told me that it was really, really hard for them. But he gave me confidence. And I said, Dad, how come you won't let me go to a party, but you'll let me move to New York by myself? And he was like, because you have a good head on your shoulders and I trust you. This is your future in your hands. This is a business decision. This is your career path. This is an opportunity that arose for you. And I trust that you're going to do the right thing. So it was like high expectation, but high support. And he would call me every day and make sure I was on track. So I didn't see it as, I think a party, there's a window of opportunity for, so many things to kind of come into your world that aren't expected. But if you're going to New York, yes, of course there are too, but the focus was, for work, for a contract, for a reason. So he really focused on that and didn't scare me with, be careful of this, be careful of that, be careful of all this stuff. And it almost like worked in my favor because all that stuff didn't really enter my field.
He didn't make it aware.
Yeah. I mean, and at that time, there were a lot of things on the news about what was happening. It was like the elite scandal. So I was more scared of that. Right. I was like, I don't want to be exposed to this. Yeah. But then as I started modeling, I actually found that I was kind of like the girls that were around me were tall, skinny, lanky, nerdy girls that were bookworms and, were kind of the odd one out at school and had like grown into these
beautiful women.
Yeah. And so I was just like, okay, maybe these are my people. Let me try this. My plan was to go back to school as a mature age student because I was a straight A student and I really, really wanted a good job. Like my family I come from a poor family, but my dad built wealth over time. Not wealth in the way that it sounds, like modest, very, very modest, just okay. I just saw that and I saw my parents fight a lot as a kid over money because it's very stressful. And I was like, I just want to make money so I can, have a harmonious existence, but money doesn't do that.
No. Unfortunately, it does not.
It doesn't. But that's kind of my reasoning for like wanting to be a lawyer and wanting to go back to school. And I had like a little plan, but the universe had something else in store for me. My dad is no longer here, but I find him in everything I do. And his teachings and his wisdom and his voice is always in the back of my mind.
Well, and honoring his legacy by telling these stories and being able to tell those stories to your kids.
And being honest with me and not treating me like a child per se, but treating me with respect.
You're right.
You know, he demanded a lot of respect, but he also gave it as well.
Well, something you just said about having equal expectation and support when you went to New York really hit me because I have high expectations for myself and my kids. But you're right. You have to match it with support. You can't just hold the standard for children without supporting them. So what does that look like in your home? Talk us through a little bit about your family structure. You've got 3 kids at home.
Yes.
How old are they?
10, 7, and 5.
Oh my goodness. You're in it.
I'm definitely in it. I think this age is the best age because we're like a little crew. I lived in New York for so long, so a lot of my friends in New York and LA, and I've started to build a community friend group here, but we live super far out of town.
Which is nice.
We drive an hour every morning to school.
Oh, wow.
Which some people would be like, you're crazy, but I love it. I actually love it.
What do you love about it?
I love it's almost meditative. It's like when you in the morning, I think some people can wake up and have, 30 minutes before the kids wake up or something. Right. I am not that person. Like I will sleep till 10 a.m. if I could every single day. And I used to before I had kids. Like remember those times?
Someday you will be able to again and you will miss it.
And I'll miss it. I was having that conversation with a friend this morning. I get up, I wake them up. I've been doing it for years, make them breakfast, pack their lunches, Then we all jump in the car together and we just download. And we have days. So we'll do like music video day because that was such a thing back in my day. Obviously, we screen the really, inappropriate ones. But
you're bringing back MTV.
Yeah, in the car. And then we do like just a music day. So we'll pass around the car and everyone gets to choose. So it goes from like K-pop Demon Hunters to like some like Travis Scott to some Sampha, that's mine. And then a little bit of Daddy in there.
Yeah.
And so we do that. And then we do a podcast that I'm listening to.
Oh, wow.
Which is really important to me. It's kind of like, well, what's to say that you can't kind of absorb this too? So we were doing books like we did Michelle Obama's book, we did Oprah's books, all of them. We did Chris Bosh's books. My son's really into basketball, but the theories that he kind of talks about can relate to everything. And then we do podcasts. So whatever I'm listening to, it's How I Built This, Emma Greedy has a new podcast out.
Yeah, it's so good.
A bunch of different stuff. And so they get that. And then we do a day where we learn about something. So we'll pass it around the car and everyone can say, I want to learn about giraffes. Or my son's building a business right now. So he's like, I want to learn about how to make this, like how to shoot my products, like all this stuff.
What?
Yeah. So we do that. And, if I didn't have that hour, I wouldn't do that. I would just be on to the next thing. I'd be like, okay, bye guys. Okay, da-da-da. It'd be another hour for me to focus on work or cleaning the house, doing the laundry, cooking dinner. It's so nice to have that. And then on the way home as well. How was your day?
2 hours a day.
At least. Yes.
Wow. You're totally right. That's a special time instead of it feeling like, oh, I'm sitting in traffic. And
it's not traffic. That's the difference because we live out of town. So it's a little bit of traffic. Like without traffic, it's probably like 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But there's no traffic. It's going through like wine country.
Oh.
It's nice. And we have a dog and we take our dog with us every day. It's like a little crew. It's so fun.
They're like mini vacations.
Yeah. It's like little road trips. I talk about it like I'm definitely an optimist and I definitely see everything as like glass half full. And this situation is interesting because I don't really know anyone that would be into that.
I wouldn't.
But it's weird that I'm like so into it. And I'm kind of waiting to like wake up into like a reality and be like, okay, maybe this is not cool. But I'm just loving it. And my son's going to get his license in 6 years.
That's exactly.
And he's going to be driving and I'm going to be working while he's like going.
It's so true. I have an 18-year-old stepson and he's off to college now, but the moments are fleeting and it just goes by so fast.
Yeah.
And think about the foundation that's creating for your kids. Mm-hmm. So when they have kids, maybe they will cherish car time.
Yeah.
It'll bring back, it's the novelty for them and the nostalgia.
Definitely. I don't know if it's a positive or negative thing, but like my kids will listen to all of my work calls. They'll listen to all of my communication with people. And I think that's kind of like a little school in itself. But, I'm a very neutral person. I don't think one way is great and the other way is great. I'm kind of still learning everything, and I'm so open to that. So sometimes I'm like, oh, am I taking away their childhood by allowing them into my conversations? Are they going to grow up too quick?
I have a really interesting story. So a former colleague of mine told me this story. I'm pretty sure it's post-serial. And this was back in the early 1900s.
Post-serial?
Post-serial, which must be like a U.S. cereal.
Wait, are you saying cereal like what you eat?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Okay.
The CEO had a daughter.
Okay.
And when he passed away, in his will, he gave the whole company to his daughter. And so she sat in the first board meeting. She sat in a table of men. And they basically had this plan for, okay, sweetie, thank you so much. Here's the plan for us taking the company. She said, you're not taking the company. I'm running the company.
How old was she?
I can't remember. I would say maybe she was in her 20s, but I'm actually not sure.
Yeah.
But the reason why she was so confident that she could run the company is she sat with her dad and listened to his calls for years and years and years.
Right.
And it was osmosis where she just listened and observed. And sadly, when he passed, she was like, I've got this.
Yeah.
I've listened to these conversations for decades.
Who better?
Right? It's such a cool story. I'll send it to you because he told me about it and then I looked it up. I've told the story a few times. I'm not doing it justice. But to the point is, you're doing the right thing because...
I mean, I'm doing like what I can. And I think that's like, we try and be really neutral as a company. I try and be neutral as a friend as well. I try and be as neutral as possible because everyone has their own journey. And I really don't believe that there's like a right and wrong way. It's kind of like intrinsic, like what you were talking about before, like what you're calling is like really just like listening to yourself and what really resonates to you, because you come from generations of people and you share the same DNA. And so you're wired in a certain way. Yeah. And you can definitely raise your frequency, learn more, gain knowledge and wisdom, change bad habits, break curses, do all of those things to create a better life for you. But what you're also doing is creating a better life for your family and all of those that come after you. So I think really just like leaning in and owning who you are. Nobody is perfect. And really just finding out what your path is for you. It's like, for me, it's like, that's my path. I can fight it and challenge it. Or I can really lean into it and find all of the beautiful things from that journey and like raise them to the surface and just let the other ones fall away. So they're just going to have to kind of be on this journey with me. And I always say, like, I'm doing the best I can. And my dad said to me, also, he was like, do whatever you can to make sure your kids are comfortable. So it's important. That's kind of what I do. They've never complained. They've never been like, why are you on the phone? They kind of just listen. Yeah.
One of the things we talk about in the Breadwinners community is this idea that it's beyond the financial richness. It's emotional richness. It's systematic change. So back to your father's comment, is make sure they're comfortable. That lives across many things. Part of it's lifestyle and make sure they're supported. But then there's this other component of making sure you're raising great kids. And so take me through the journey of you as a supermodel to you as a mom and then building Bumpsuit, because I think that's an important story of your journey.
Yes, and kind of wasn't planned, the supermodel part. I'm a hard worker. I really like lean into things and try and show up professionally. So I really just wanted to do a good job and make my family proud, especially leaving school. I still look back and I'm like, how was I so successful? I'm just like... I was setting an example for young women in Australia. I really took that seriously. I got insane opportunities, walking for incredible designers on runways all over the world, shooting with the best photographers. And I see it as like an education, because I saw the goings on behind the scenes, how a company was run, how collections were built, how the rollout happened and all the production happened. I saw a lot of different types of advertising and editorial and just everything over my time.
The creative process.
Exactly. And I'm really grateful for that. And I really loved modeling, but I didn't feel like it was everything. Like it wasn't my calling.
Yeah.
So I was always studying at the same time. In New York, I went to the New School and I studied 20th century literature, sociology. I studied film, acting.
When did you have time to do this?
I just did it. I was told that modeling had a 5-year shelf life. So I was like, what's next? I always was like, this is my
That's
last
intense.
job. Yeah. I mean, still to this day, I could work if I wanted to, but my focus is kind of elsewhere. I actually still do. Like if there's an offer that comes in that I'm into, I will do it to this day. I feel great. I actually feel better than I've ever felt in terms of like my appearance and my body. I feel super healthy. I feel like I'm in my own skin, and it's different than when you're 16 and you're still kind of like growing. You're like a baby Bambi and it's kind of awkward, but I do feel good there. So if the right opportunities present themselves, I'm there. But I was wanting more. And I was really like, I studied meditation, and my guru told us we were in the time of Kali Yuga and female disempowerment. And I always was aware of the camaraderie that existed between men. And I was aware of the gossiping and bitchiness and the cattiness that existed between women. And I was like, why is that? Doesn't make any sense to me. And then I started to see a shift, and I started to see bitching about other women being uncool, like kind of how cigarette smoking became uncool. It was like, that's not cool anymore, which was so lovely to see over time. And, now it's almost non-existent, which is nice.
It's refreshing.
It's super refreshing. During that time, I just was really eager to empower women, and that's always been at the kind of base foundation of everything I've built. So whether it's jewelry, or I've got a few other companies that I've like created and haven't launched yet, but
is there a candle company in there?
There's not. No, it's like really innovative stuff, like unexpected things. And there's a company that I kind of built, but it was going to take a lot of manpower, and I kept having babies. I kept getting pregnant. And so then Bumpsuit came along and it just exploded. And so I've always wanted to do this other company, but I've kept putting it on the back burner.
Okay, the origin story of Bumpsuit.
The origin story of Bumpsuit, while I was building these other companies, I kept getting pregnant, falling pregnant, we say in Australia. And so,
I've never heard that.
Yeah, I fell pregnant. Just fell.
Oops, I'm pregnant.
Yeah. It's so funny because when we say it in America, everyone was like, what?
Are you okay? You fell?
Yeah. I kept falling pregnant, and I live out of town, had kids. My husband, he's a traveling musician. So there was a lot of responsibility on me, and I just didn't have time to think about getting dressed. But I really needed to feel comfortable. So I had my manufacturer just make me these like what weren't Bumpsuits, but they were Bumpsuits in the making. We just didn't know it yet.
It was a prototype.
Yeah, and it was a double-lined 4-way stretch. It was winter, so we had like a YKK zipper on the back, and I felt like I could sleep in it. I could wear it every day. I felt so chic. I would just put a coat on and a bag and a boot and be on my way, and I just felt so comfortable. I could go from my office to school pickup to date night or dinner with friends, and then I could face plant in this thing and then wake up and like do it all
over again.
Yes.
Brush your teeth, go.
Yeah. And one of my friends were like, you can't hide that from the world. Like, that's selfish. And I was like, okay. I think I was doing that for a couple of months, and then I realized like, okay, let's just give this to women because it's helping me. So it must be able to help them too. And I felt like that whole time period was like the creator was working through me. So I was just like a hollow bamboo going, okay, yep. Okay, Bumpsuit, yep. That's the name, trademarked the name, a factory in LA that produced.
Wait, tell me more about this creator.
Like the creator, like the higher power.
But your creator, like it was like, could you just feel it speaking to you? Like it just flowed?
It's yes. What I'm talking about to you is like if something is almost like meant to be, if you're open to it, it'll kind of like
yes, I know exactly.
You.
Yes,
you don't really have to fight against it. And it's interesting because this other company that I've been working on had been taking so long, and I kept getting pregnant, and I had like trademarks and patents and a bank account, and I was incorporated, and the whole thing. I shot the product, but I kept having roadblocks.
Yeah.
And my best friend said to me once, like, it's not meant to be that hard. If it's meant to be, it's not meant to be this hard. And I was like, what are you talking about? Now I really understand that. It's hard because it's a lot of work, but the hard is not like I don't know how to explain it. My husband also, we talk about this being in flow.
Yeah.
So being in flow, you shouldn't have to really like force anything to happen. If you're doing the work and you're on the journey and you're clear and your blinders are on, it should really just kind of be in flow. Obviously there's road bumps and things like that, but it's not, major.
It's how I felt in the last 6 months building Breadwinners. Everything keeps getting served on platters. And I'm like, what's happening? Like, but it is.
And you're showing up.
Yeah.
And you're saying like, okay, here it is being served and let me make it happen. It's like what we do as women. We take things and we multiply them.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I see that is like, okay, you're inciting me. I feel like I have all of my ideas in the shower. Like every time I jump in the shower, it's just almost like it just floods
the
through.
Water. Yeah.
It's like all these ideas or things that I have to do. And it's just like, okay, that's enough. I'll be back.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah. And I'm so grateful for showers. It's like the thing I'm the most grateful for as a mom is like the shower is the biggest luxury.
The biggest luxury. I was recording with Marissa a couple weeks ago. And we were talking about how early we had to get up because we were recording at 9:30. And I was like, I took a shower at 6 o'clock in the morning by myself and nobody was bothering me. And it was the loveliest. It was so nice.
It's like you get to breathe out.
Yeah.
Every time I get in the shower, I'm like,
you want to know my hack?
What?
I've taken eucalyptus oil, essential oil, and I just put a little bit in my hand and I go like this.
Oh, heaven.
And just give me 10 seconds. It's like, I just need 10 seconds.
Yeah. Do you use doTERRA oils?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they operate on an emotional frequency too.
Oh.
There's a
that
book
makes sense.
that they have, and it's just so beautiful.
Pun intended. It washes everything away. Like, it really does.
Yeah, it's amazing. I used to be really into that. I would be now, but
but you've got a few other things going on.
But yeah, I love essential oils. We use them in our cleaning products. I make my own scrubs. Like I use them when the kids are sick.
Okay, I need those recipes.
I use them for everything.
So the creator is going through you.
I mean, Bumpsuit. Like, why didn't anyone own
why
that
has
name?
this not existed before?
Yeah, I was just like, okay. Trademarked that, and then I had this high-end couture factory in LA, manufacturer who actually still, they were like, we're not a sweatshop, but I was like, well, 10 silhouettes you could do with your eyes closed, so let's do it. We did it. We sold out on pre-order. I was with my I launched this 2 weeks before I gave birth. Was sold out. I had my Moses basket, which is my number one gift for new moms is a Moses basket.
The Moses basket.
But not the hard structured wide ones.
Yeah.
The one that's like a basket woven with organic padding that you can carry around and swaddle your baby. Game changer. I had it for every single baby. I'd be like, here, just everywhere around the house.
Until what age do they fit in that?
Like until they're not, because I would just swaddle my baby and put my baby in a Moses basket and I'd just carry it with me everywhere that I was around the house. I mean, we started traveling a lot. We were traveling a lot. So I wouldn't do the dark room schedule. I wasn't that mom. Couldn't be. So I wasn't going to set myself up for failure.
And also to each their own.
Yeah. It depends on your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Depends on what's important to you. And so I had my Moses basket. There's like photos of me with my Moses basket, my laptop, and like stacks of Bumpsuit shipping boxes because I just had no idea that it was going to do that. And it was COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
was this with
wild.
your third?
Yes.
Was it 2020?
It was my third.
Oh my gosh.
And so then I was like, okay, now what do I do? Because my husband's like, you need to sit down. My husband's extremely alpha in a good, healthy way. He's like a very manly. So I hate to break it to you, but he is the breadwinner in our family. I will never be it. And I'm so happy.
But here's the thing. Nicole. I appreciate you bringing this up.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of this community is to redefine what breadwinner means today. It's beyond the paycheck. Like, that's great. You bring the money home. Awesome. But that's an outdated definition of breadwinner. All of this, it's more whole than that. These conversations.
This is a big conversation because I think that there are couples where the female is more alpha or like there's two alphas or I think it's all great. Again, what I'm saying is like I hold such a neutral position. But even if I brought home like $1 billion, my husband would be like, that's your money. I'm the alpha.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's just like.
It's also why you complement each other.
I think and he's really brought out my feminine. So it's interesting about that, like who brings home what, because it's not necessarily, again, about money. It's like an energy. So like finding who your energy match is. Because
100%.
like I think the money thing is it's like a product of the energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
that's such a great way to put it. That money is a product of the energy.
Yeah, because for me, like this business is not money driven, like Bumpsuit's a community. For me, it's like creativity. It's creative. You know, we have the financial people in the business, but for me, it's about innovating product, creating a beautiful space for moms, bringing gorgeous products to the market for this journey of motherhood, from pregnancy to postpartum into motherhood. And so for me, I'm not looking at it from, you know, a financial or monetary aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at it like, hey, I'm a mom. All these products in the market really don't speak to me. Like, who do you think I am, kind of thing?
Right.
And can you please give me some products that are beautiful, make me feel like me, make me happy, uplift me, empower me, amplify my voice, make me feel seen and heard. Mothers are not spoiled enough.
No.
And that is what we are here to do.
Yes.
So I think
make them desirable.
Exactly.
I mean,
why not?
I have the Serena dress, which is one of my favorites. And my youngest is 2 now. I still wear the dress. And I feel great in it. Everything about it is, and this is what I love about your products, is they're meant for maternity and everything after that. Or women who don't even have kids yet. Like, go buy a dress because it's beautiful and you will love it. And it's not just a maternity dress.
It's not. Actually, it's made as a non-maternity. So we fit everything on pregnant and non-pregnant so you can have products for forever.
So brilliant.
But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. So for me, it's about creativity. I could work all day and all night if there were more hours in the day.
Yeah.
I really, truly am obsessed and love what I do and love this space. And there's so many things that we're working on and bringing out next year. We're just continuously innovating this space. I'm like, does anything like this exist? Is this going to improve a mother's life? Is this going to improve her day? Is this going to bring a smile to her face? Is she going to love it? Like, you know, it's like we ask all these questions.
Those are the right questions to ask. What's
the quality like? And yeah, I think Bumpsuit in itself, it's kind of like, you know, when you're sick, you get a Kleenex. When you're pregnant, you grab a Bumpsuit.
Yes.
It's kind of, we've coined the term now. Everyone's like, oh, you're pregnant. You need a Bumpsuit.
Yes.
And it's just
so good.
an essential for the whole journey.
Yeah.
But now we're really expanding our product categories, which is so fun.
Tell me more.
So we launched the Armadillo Baby Carrier, which became our best-selling baby carrier. It became our best-selling SKU, actually.
By the way, I love the name.
Yeah, the armadillo. Well,
because who doesn't want the cutest little armadillo?
Yeah,
on your chest.
It's great. It's the best baby carrier. Did you see Hailey Bieber's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you saw that. I'm like, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, but yeah, she did a post of her most must-have, couldn't live without. It said products, and she named Bumpsuit for three different categories: the Armadillo Baby Carrier, the Cloud sleepwear, like our pajamas, which are heaven, and our belly binder. So I was like, wow, she must get sent so much, stuff.
So much stuff.
And for her to shout us out, like we didn't have a partnership with her or anything, I was like, wow, that for me was a moment where I was like, wow, I'm really proud of this company and this product.
Yeah. It's validating
because she's so cool. Yeah, she's so beautiful. And for her, there's a lot of products out there, and for her to choose us in 3 categories was, I was crying for days. I was like,
wow.
What? Is this real?
So it is real because it's not
carrier.
It's not forced,
Yeah, it's not. That really just means the world.
Okay, so the thing about baby carriers, obviously one of our big audiences is working moms and moms. But then there's this audience that I've discovered through my conversations over the last 6 months of these aspiring, hopeful breadwinners.
Yeah.
The women who are thriving in their career who have yet to break into motherhood. Mm-hmm. They are a big part of this community.
Yeah.
So, all's to say to the hopeful breadwinners, choosing a baby carrier, I may have tried on 20 of them. I think I owned every wrap, every baby Bjorn, and this one is the best because it really supports your back.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt your shoulders.
It's got the back lumbar.
So what type of...
So basically, I'm obsessed with like Andy Warhol because I believe that he mixed art and commerce together.
He did.
So every time I talk about this baby carrier, I'm like, if Andy Warhol made a baby carrier, it would probably look like this.
So should it be called the Andy Armadillo?
Right? So basically, I loved the beautiful carriers on the market, but they didn't have the utility that I needed. And I tried all of them with my 3 babies. You know, at some point I was getting sent free stuff too.
Yeah. And they still weren't working.
Yeah. And then the ones that had high utility were just they didn't match my style.
No, they didn't look
and
great.
My husband too, like dad's baby wear. That's like the best thing about baby wearing too, is like we call them Dillo dads.
Oh,
Dillo
I
dads,
love that.
our Dillo dads. So I wanted to have like high aesthetic and high function.
So
it's like
talk
high
about
support,
the utility.
High expectation.
Yeah.
So the utility is incredible. So first of all, you can't really tell from looking at it, but the weight balance of this carrier is phenomenal. I wear it with my 3.5-year-old through Boston in the middle of summer to walk all the way, catch a train, a bus, all these things because we had a baby with us, but no car seat.
Yeah.
So the older brother was carrying the baby in an armadillo and I was carrying my 3.5-year-old.
Whoa.
Last summer when we were on tour with my husband.
Wow.
And it was fine. For hours, we went to the Illusion Museum, and I was like, okay, that proves that this works.
I think that's, aside from fashion, maybe I would put it hand in hand, the lumbar support, the weight support is critical.
So if a carrier doesn't have this, just...
don't buy it.
No. And then we have a perfectly, like this is a phone pocket, fits an iPhone, which is great.
So important.
Slide in, slide out.
Because you can't access your pockets.
No,
when you're wearing a carrier, you can't access your pockets.
A lot of people don't know it's there, but this is a top pocket for like keys, credit cards, all that stuff. Then we've got like a stretchy, in case you need something that needs to, have a little give, stretchy tab that you can undo. And then, what do you call this? Utility ring.
Yep.
And then these leg guards, this is if parent-facing position, but you actually, let me do it so I can show you.
Yeah.
You un-Velcro it and you bring it in for forward-facing. So the baby's leg can go through there with ease when it's forward-facing.
Which is so much easier because other carriers, when you go to do forward-facing, like I've literally just given up. I'm like,
me too. I'm like, too complicated.
I have this picture of my son, I can't remember my son, I think, where I tried to do it and I was like, I think this is right. And he's literally like sitting here and I'm like, that's not right.
It's not right. No, so we wanted to make it really user-friendly. And then this beautiful thing that a lot of people also don't know. So I hope you see this video.
This is the best product video.
I'm starting to make videos for people. I'm a bit camera shy, but this is a weather cover / breastfeeding privacy cover. So I would be on the trail.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I would just loosen the belt and I'd bring my baby down and I'd be feeding while walking on the trail. I mean,
so you're not throwing this huge sheet over yourself.
No, and it's like breathable, it's cotton. And it's
That's
cute.
Brilliant.
Look how cute it is.
That's
and we
so
have them
cute.
in like a million colors.
It's amazing.
Yeah, this is amazing. And we're going to bring out a hiking version, backpack as well.
Oh, yes.
Next year. It's called the Beehive. So stay tuned for that.
The naming is just perfection.
This, she mentioned, this is our support waist trainer, which is modeled from postpartum Ayurvedic healing of binding. So it's not a waist trainer. It's like a compression band. This I put on 24 hours after giving birth. We recommend you get like 2 sizes and size down, but I still wear this today on the plane. It stops bloating. I wear it in my office to sit up straight. Core support, back support, if you ever had a back surgery, if you just want to kind of like have some more support there, you can wear it under jeans. It's super thin. Dream product.
I think one of the things we're going to talk about Ayurvedic practice because I think a lot of it has been the foundation of why you've built these products, like the belly band. One of the things that goes most unspoken with pregnant women and postpartum is how your abs get completely separated and torn apart.
Yeah.
And what's not normalized is how you heal that. And that happened to me with my third. It can lead to all sorts of injuries and issues and just chronic pain if you're not putting your core back together. So can you talk a little bit about the importance of that?
It's interesting because people see it as snapback culture.
Yeah.
It's sad that people shame women for that because this is a part of our healing. In ancient culture, they bind. There's a binding ritual. In some cultures, women aren't allowed to get out of bed for 60 days.
First 40 days.
There's like the 2 weeks in Ayurveda, I think Indian culture, well, that's the baby can't touch the ground or something.
Right.
But
in Greek culture, it's 40 days.
40 days in Greek culture. Everyone has their own version of it. But how in Western society, like, we don't acknowledge that?
By the way, leave the hospital in 2 days and then just go home back to your regular life.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I think the biggest gift that I had was an Ayurvedic postpartum doula. So throughout pregnancy and things, like I had different journeys. One pregnancy was fine. The other ones I was in and out of hospital, births, all different home births, hospitals. I've done it all. But the one thing that I really valued was having a postpartum doula, because the 4th trimester, I don't think has enough spotlight on it.
No,
and that is
true.
about mom. So a postpartum doula will come to your house. They'll bring Ayurvedic food. Well, in Ayurvedic, there's different types of postpartum doula, but the mom shouldn't eat anything cold.
Right.
There should be herbs and spices that help her womb, like bring it all back together. She shouldn't leave bed for 2 weeks. She should be having herbal sitz baths. The doula will help with the baby, do the baby's laundry, hold the baby for a bit, give mom a break, do an abhyanga massage, which is a warm sesame oil. It's basically lymphatic drainage. So it's not like a massage like this.
Right.
It's like, to try and help your lymph system process everything, which is incredible. But it's the minimum. You know what I mean? So it's incredible, but it's also like, you need this. And I think there needs to be more of a focus on that. So anytime we meet companies that are really supporting women in postpartum, we're like, what can we do to help?
Yeah. Like Irene from Chio. She's building a whole food system basically based on the first 40 days, which is supporting mothers postpartum by giving them meal plan, basically, which is incredible.
Is necessary.
Yeah.
It's so necessary.
This isn't sexy. But what I feel like is a stretch goal for Bumpsuit is to have that in every hospital.
Oh, yeah. We're working on it.
I mean, that is a critical
I think they need
piece of...
It's critical.
It's critical for your go-home kit. Yeah. You get all of this,
well, talking about a go-home kit, you want to see something?
Tell us. This is a big reveal that's happening for the first time, but you have a new product launch.
So Ayurveda postpartum is a passion of mine. I think more women deserve more attention in the 4th trimester. So we were like, how do we help here? So for the past 2 years, we've been developing something.
Show us.
It's called The Goods.
Oh,
because it needs to be called The Goods.
Again, the naming. so on point.
And it's a postpartum care package for the 4th trimester.
Okay.
Which nobody really talks about.
No one talks about. What's in it?
Okay, so this is just a bunch of fun. It's high quality products. So I felt like in this space, there's a couple of kits that you can buy right now.
Right.
But they're very geared towards a medical kind of aesthetic. It's the art and commerce. It's medical. It's products that really work, but they're branded in a way that a mom will love. So uplifts her, brings her joy.
It's
looks
desirable.
Good. It looks good on the bathroom counter.
Oh.
Doesn't look like a medical device. Wait until you hear what we have on it. So it's called The Goods. It's beautiful.
Okay,
all the packaging.
I'm going to read this.
Great.
Welcome to postpartum, quite possibly the wildest and weirdest ride you'll ever get on.
Yeah.
It is true. It is the wildest ride.
It is.
And women aren't prepared for it.
No.
So I'm so glad you're normalizing this.
Yeah, but we have like all the text, like hot mom diapers, right? You need these for like a day, I think.
Hot mom
diapers. Okay, listen to this. There's nothing like changing your baby's diaper only to remember you forgot to change your own.
This is so good.
The only difference is that you'll be out of yours first.
That is true.
Until then, if you're going to be in diapers, you want to at least feel like a woman made them.
Oh.
So we have things like
all right,
this.
Let me see them.
You want to see them?
Because the ones I had from the hospital were atrocious.
Yeah. I think like this is, day 1. Maybe day 2, and then you go to like an overnight pad or something like that.
Yes.
But they're cute. Like they actually...
Oh, they are, yeah. Those are a lot better.
And then you just kind of tear them to get them off.
Right.
So it's easy.
Like my child's pull-up. I know how to do that.
I think every single Perry bottle on the market has a white top. And so we had to like customize ours, which was, our minimums were so crazy high. But I was like, no, it has to be pink on pink. We're making it feel really special. So ours says squat, spritz, breathe, repeat.
So good. By the way,
It's beautiful.
I still have that, and every so often I'll use it. It's like a bidet for your hand, in your hand. It's like a portable bidet.
It is. Okay, so you need these because
you definitely need those.
Like I was using cabbage leaves in the beginning.
Especially first-time moms.
Yeah.
The process of your milk coming in is out of this world.
Your milk coming in is a crazy thing. I felt like a blow-up doll. It was just like,
oh man,
and it was painful.
The clogged ducts,
yes,
and the
mastitis,
cut nipples, and
all of that.
And then you're like, okay, the baby has to feed. Okay.
Well, that's interesting. We should talk about that too, because it could be something.
Lip tie or tongue tie.
Yes, exactly. So you can get these currently, but we filled ours like 5 times. So because they get really warm or really cold, like really easily if they're not full. So these are like super duper full hot cold packs.
Oh,
so if you freeze it, it's going to stay cold for way longer. If you warm it, it will stay warm for way longer because look how thick it is. You can feel it.
And you'll have these forever. When your kid falls and bumps their head, you're going to take this out and put it on their head.
You can put it in their lunchbox and be like, here's for your yogurt.
It used to be on my boob, but now it's in your lunchbox.
Exactly. This is a perineum. Look how fat that is.
Oh, you
know what I mean?
Absolutely need
it's
that.
Like we're just making higher quality products that are fun. It says careful down there. This says meet your new breast friends.
Okay, I want to join these creative meetings
Mama,
on your
welcome
next
to your
launch.
New boobs. Bigger, better, and working a new full-time job. Be gentle with yourself. You'll need extra TLC as you find your way. And there's like directions on the back of every packet.
But by the way, what a nice moment to celebrate. You have new boobs. Like, own it.
Yeah. Celebrate that.
With milk spewing everywhere.
These are hilarious. These are compression socks, but they say welcome back on them. So you know how you can't see your toes for so long? So they say welcome back. And they've got like little grip, Bumpsuit grip. Motherhood is a sport.
Why do moms need compression socks?
Well, sometimes you get swelling during pregnancy in your feet.
I definitely
could wear these during pregnancy.
During pregnancy.
My second and third, I had an epidural. So I really wanted, I felt like I really swelled a lot after giving birth. So I'd want compression socks for that in the hospital. Also like the lymph system. To get all of those toxins out of your body quickly. So I think all of these things play into that. I'm such a big believer in the lymph system. These are double duty pads. It's time to leave the house feeling fierce and free. Consider these invisible shields your ticket to a drama-free outing.
So you don't have to rush home because your boobs are leaking.
Exactly. Because I've been in the coolest stores and then been like, I really want to buy this hat. And then...
By the way, that's a great material because the other ones are like these disposable. So can you wash
washable.
These?
Washable, girl.
Yeah.
And then the hot mom diapers, yes. And then we have the support waist trainer. This kit is $149.
All of that?
All of it. And so...
By the way, that on Amazon is like an absurd amount of money.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
So this kit is just the best gift for somebody.
I had one just like that
trainer,
with
fully
my first.
Customizable.
It gives you a hug. You need to put yourself back together. And these are all the pieces to put yourself back together.
Yeah, this is not a waist trainer for snapback culture. This is for postpartum healing. Don't let anyone get it twisted. And then this is my hero. Like, this is a good add-on. We also have postpartum underwear that you can add on. But this is the goods, guys. And motherhood is the best thing you'll ever do, but no one is pretending it's easy. Mums of the world's notices.
Yes.
Which is why it's great that you're doing this podcast. They see everything that everyone else seems to overlook. Today we see you. We made these products to help you care for your body while you're busy caring for everyone else. Right?
That is literally the line I have in how we talk about the Breadwinners. We're too busy taking care of everybody else.
It's so true. So that's what we're doing as a brand. We're trying to take care of moms. We're trying to empower women, amplify the voices of mothers, raise our community up. It's really a community-forward brand, creating this space. So this is just one aspect, this is one category. We're going into beauty next year, all these new things. So,
all right. So where can they find the goods?
On our website, bumpsuit.com.
Okay.
And there for now, yes, more to come.
Amazing.
Hopefully the hospitals soon. Hopefully Target would be great.
Target would be great.
Yeah, I think it should be everywhere, to be honest with you. I want everyone to be able to go get this and have a bit of a laugh with friends.
Yes, it
This
should
is
be
hard
enjoyable.
enough.
I know.
Yeah, it's like have a bit of fun.
Yes, that should stay in your bathroom for years.
We're going to have kids come. We're going to put all of these things on a table and be like, what do you think this is for?
Cute.
And see what they think.
Oh my God, it's so
with their
cute.
mums like sitting beside them going, okay.
But here's the interesting part is why not normalize that?
Right.
Like my daughter's played with that. She's like, what is this thing? And I was like, well, it cleans your vagina. She's like, okay.
So excited to share this with you today.
Thank you for allowing us to be part of this reveal.
We just made a big mess.
I love it. But this is, by the way, this is motherhood.
Yeah, it is.
This is what your house looks like.
Yeah.
This is what your bedroom looks like.
Yeah.
Eventually it will get cleaned up.
Yeah. When the kids move out of the house.
Okay. So this is a segue into the next conversation, which is this idea of the mental load.
Mm-hmm.
You are running an incredible business. You have 3 kids at home. Your husband travels a lot.
Yeah.
How do you manage the mental load at home? What does that look like with your husband? What does that look like with your support system? Who do you have around you who's like your physical tribe to help with this stuff?
That's a really interesting question because we have had nannies and I've for certain stages, like I think when they were really little, it's great and needed. My kids are at an age now where they understand what that is and they don't really like desire it anymore. They really want me or my husband. My husband's parents have been great. So we actually don't have any support with our kids at all. But honestly, there's another side to that, right? Because if you have support with your kids, what I found is that I was managing another schedule. And for me, and also managing, needs there. And if something wasn't running smoothly, I would be interrupted, which is fine. That's what you have to do.
That happens often in our house.
Yeah. But sometimes if you're there and you're like, hey, go in, build a fort in your room for 20 minutes and I've got a call and I'm going to be downstairs working, like that could also maybe run even smoother.
Yeah.
Is what I'm finding. Having support is so great, but figuring out how to live your life with your own means kind of thing I think it's a luxury. To be able to pick up my kids is a luxury. For me to have a nanny pick up my kids is not necessarily at this stage in my life a luxury. Again, I'm so neutral. Like it's really whatever works for you.
Sure.
But right now that's what we're doing and it's been beautiful. What I find is that for me, I'm such a doer. Sometimes like it's better for me to do things myself. I have super high expectations, which is not fair if I can't be high support to somebody that's working for me. So I've gotten myself into a situation where I've figured out that works best for me.
Yeah.
Because if you want high support, you have to be attentive as well.
Yes.
And I can't be right now. So I just understand like life has seasons. Right? So my mental load is crazy. I just discovered this coffee that has like changed my life.
Oh, what is it?
I'm not being paid to say this, but I've started saying it at like every walk because I'm friends with the 4 Sigmatic guys.
Oh, yes.
Been friends with them for ages.
Yes.
I haven't like really dabbled in the world of mushrooms really. So I'm kind of a girl that I stick to what I know. Anyway, I ran out of coffee and they'd gifted me some French press and I just used it and I was using it for a week and I couldn't believe how high performing I became.
Okay, so tell people about 4 Sigmatic for those who don't know.
So 4 Sigmatic is a company that is focused around mushrooms, fungi. They use a lot of lion's mane, but the coffee, it tastes like regular coffee, good coffee. It tastes really good. Yeah. Like now I have the beans, so I grind the beans, but I also like the pre-ground and it has lion's mane in it and it also has like a probiotic in it. Or a prebiotic.
Oh, I'm switching to this.
One of those. Anyway, and my husband drinks it now too, because we were just like, what is in this? And Taro came over that weekend and I was like, hey, by the way, I know I've known you for so long, but your coffee is insane. He's like, I know. I know.
I'm well aware.
Like, okay, I wish I had this 10 years ago because I felt tired for 10 years being a mom, waking up 3 times through the night, working, all the things.
Yeah.
This coffee has just made me so high functioning, high performing, clear, grounded, direct. And so I've been like really looking into lion's mane a lot. And even my coffee guy, I was like, hey, I've started drinking this coffee. And he was saying to me, his son has ADHD and they have him on a lion's mane gummy. And that really helps him. So now I'm like, okay, I need to go really deep into the world of lion's mane. I'm super new into it right now. And Tero is so giving with his knowledge, but he also is the founder of Hero Diapers.
Oh, no way. Oh my God.
Yes.
Hero is so cool.
It's so cool.
Hero diapers are compostable diapers, which
you put a mushroom sachet. So after the baby poops or pees, you put a mushroom. Like it's like a. It looks
I didn't know that.
It looks like a freshness sachet. So basically, with your diapers, you get a bunch of freshness sachets, but they're not. They're mushrooms. So you put that freshness sachet in the diaper and you roll it up and throw it away, just like normal. And then the mushrooms grow and they eat the diapers. It's because mushrooms eat plastic. So can you imagine, like, the mushrooms eat the diaper and then also continue to eat all of the other plastic in the garbage dump or whatever you call it in America. We call it
the dump.
tip.
Think about how many diapers are sitting in landfills.
Yeah. Their motto is babies save the world. And I'm so on board with this company.
It's incredible.
But it's just interesting because it's like always been in front of me. And I think that coffee is a game changer. But I also just think you have to be gentle with yourself. No guilt. As I said, like, go into your internal self and what is your path? What is your journey? Because I think as a society, we feel like we have to be here and have to be there and have to look this way and have to do these things, but it's all not true. Everyone has their own journey. So what does your journey look like? And figure it out for yourself. Don't listen to anybody. Like, really just figure out what resonates the most with you, what you want your journey to look like, and lean into that. It's almost like be selfish, because if you're happy and you feel balanced and grounded and centered and like you're living your purpose, then you can really just cultivate an incredible life and be an inspiration for the people around you, because they'll see that you're living in your strengths and your power.
This idea of being selfish, I was actually just saying to my 18-year-old over text last night, because it seems like he's chasing something externally. And I said to him, you need to be selfish. He's new to college. And I said, just focus on you, because you're chasing external things that you're never going to find if you're not selfish and focus on yourself.
That's really good advice.
And I think it's a reminder for an 18-year-old, but think about all the seasons in motherhood you go through, where you go through major changes, where you have an infant and a toddler and your career's woven in, and then your kids become older and you can have conversations with them. And you evolve as a mother so much that it's really hard to stay grounded. And you're right, you need the moments to be selfish. I mean,
yeah. Maybe selfish doesn't mean something so negative. Like, it's so beautiful that you're teaching him that at his age, because I feel like at adolescence, that's really a time where we get pulled.
Yes.
And we're like searching for something. What I've learned is like, there's nothing that great outside of what you have in your life. Like, what is in front of you is there for you. Like, and you should be grateful for the things that are in front of you and the people that are there, whether it's your coffee person or someone that's helping you with, the post or the landscaping, or be able to sit with you today, people that work in your office. Like, every single person, like, the universe has brought these people into your life.
Yeah. Value
them, find out about them. These are your people.
Exactly. I think the wisdom that comes with becoming a mother and just becoming older, I'm in my 40s, is actually acknowledging and being able to tell the difference between energy creators, the people you surround yourself with that just match your energy. My friend coined this term, which I'm going to use, and energy vampires. The people who you sit with who just suck your energy out. And when you're young, you just surround yourself with all sorts of people. But when you get older, you really do get that wisdom. At least for myself, I've found the wisdom of who are the people that lift me up and who are the energy vampires that they served a purpose at some point in your life. But, so it's okay to move on from some of those people.
And not allow that energy in, like boundaries.
Yeah.
Because even in school, kids have situations with other kids and things like that. I've really taught my kids, like, if someone's being mean to you or if someone's like bullying you, like, they're suffering.
Yeah.
They're struggling. Like,
for sure.
Hurt people try and hurt people. And I feel like
it's so true.
Even in life, if somebody's sucking your energy, they're not having a good time. So, like, really just having grace and hoping to inspire them, not to do that anymore and really step into their power. I think it's all about that. I think that there's duality in this world. It's like positive, negative. light and darkness. And I think we just really, like, my goal is just to put as much light into the world as possible and like to radiate that, to live in that, to talk about that, and to really not allow the negativity to come into any place, conversation, anything.
Yeah.
It's just, there's enough of it out there.
There's enough.
I've
turned off all media.
Let's try and lift people up, community up, the world up as much as possible.
Yeah, I totally agree. I want to talk a little bit about legacy. Like, what legacy do you want to live for your kids? I think this is the segue into what you were just talking about. What do you hope that they remember as adults of what you showed them and what you built with Bumpsuit?
That's a good question. I'm really focused on manners, respect, good values. Like, that to me means more than anything. Like, I don't care how successful you are. If you're not a good person, like, it means nothing. And that's kind of what we're really trying to instill into our children. My husband and I, like, he's an artist, like an insane, true artist.
Beautiful, beautiful artist.
Yeah, he's really not into kind of, in money in that way. It's not, we don't really talk about it in our household, like, at all. It's really just about authenticity, being creative, doing what you love, finding your purpose. How are you contributing to the community is a really big conversation in our family. What are you doing to contribute? And so that's kind of
which
at the
your 5-year-old
forefront.
can learn. Like, any young age, that's a really important conversation to have.
They did a challenge recently where the kids had to start a business and they had to donate a certain amount of proceeds to a charity of their choice. And so, like, you really can...
At what age?
9. And so that you could really, like, some people did 50%, some people did 10, some people did 30. And then you had to talk about the charity and why it's so important to you with a TED Talk. So they had to build a business. They had to earn like $1,000 in profit, which they kept, by the way. Then they donate proceeds of it to a charity of their liking and do a TED Talk about that charity to the school. Just like, it's so many different things. I can't even just say
that aren't taught in traditional schooling.
Not at all.
Early on.
But that's the real world.
Yeah, it is.
So I think things like that starting to show up in the world, in Austin, in our community, and it's inspiring to think about the next generation of thinkers, But we really just at the core, like, humanity is so important, and taking care of your neighbors. And I, like, when I stop working one day, I'm just going to become the neighborhood chef and just deliver meals on wheels to everybody.
Say, what are you going to do? You love to cook.
I love to cook for people, and I love giving. I just love giving since I was a little girl. I think one of the big drives for me too is, like, I want to have something to give. That's another big driver for me when it comes to, like, business and community. So, yeah.
The community aspect of it.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. We're similar in our family. Manners and courtesy.
It's number one.
It's number
Looking
one
people
because
in the eyes.
Yes, because
shaking
it's gone
someone's
to the
hand.
wayside in some ways. But it actually is what I appreciate about Texans. Yes, ma'am.
Agree.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And looking people in the eye and shaking their hands. Like, it is part of the culture down here. And it should seep everywhere.
Thank you notes,
Oh, yes. Handwritten thank you notes.
Yeah.
I know. They should make a comeback.
It's lovely. And I think that's just so important.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. So values, definitely that. Legacy, that.
Okay. So we wrap each segment with what we call rapid fire questions that are breadwinner bites.
Okay.
So these are very random, but they're specific to you. What rule are you most proud of breaking?
The worst thing just came to my mind.
Tell me.
No.
We'll edit. If it's really bad, we'll edit it out.
I don't know why that came to my mind.
You have to say it.
No, I can't. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Skip next.
Okay, next. What beauty hack do you love?
I've just started using retinol. Yeah.
That's a game changer.
Yeah, once you get past the peeling stage,
Right.
I think
the layers.
Yeah. I think it could be really good.
Yeah.
Drinking water would be, but I don't, and sleeping a lot would be as well, but I don't do that either. So.
Okay, well, that leads to the next question, which is, what beauty hack do you hate?
I don't like lip fillers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because you can tell.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. You can tell most people have lip filler.
Well, actually, let me rephrase that, because I do like lip fillers on some people when you can't tell.
Right.
But I think there's just too much of it now.
No, it's too much.
Yeah. So I like it when it's been done really well.
Tastefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is your favorite song performed by your husband?
Oof, that's really hard. Oh my gosh. There's so many, especially off the new album. It's so diverse and amazing. I'll always go back to when I first met him when nobody knew who he was. Now everyone's like, oh, you're Gary's wife? You're Gary's wife? When it used to be like,
who's Gary?
I'm like, no, he's my husband. Yeah. When I first met him, he had an EP out and there's a live of him playing live when my train pulls in. Oh. I don't know if you've heard it. It's like a 7-minute long recording. It's insane. And I used to go on set like all over the world and play that album. It's got a lot of live. He's actually performing tomorrow night, solo performance, which is extremely rare.
Where?
He's doing a private show at Franklin, so nobody can come.
Well, I'm going to try and crash it. My favorite song of his is When I'm Gone.
Yeah, I love that.
It's so, I can listen to it on repeat.
There's so many though.
I know, there's so many. Okay. Ancient practice that you can't live without.
Binding. Ayurveda, meditation. I mean, there's so many.
So many.
I meditate twice a day. Transcendental meditation. Draining. You can jump on a trampoline and get lymphatic drainage. Just go jump on a trampoline. Fun.
My kids asked me to jump on their trampoline and I was like, I'm going to break it.
It's good. Do it. It's good for your detoxing your system. It's the best. There's a place called We Care Spa. It's my happy place. It's so expensive, but I do it like once a year and that's like lymphatic drainage, detoxifying your body, colonics, which is
colonics
once a year.
Have you done a liver flush?
I have twice, and I got
me too.
I got green stones this big. Like
that's for our next episode.
Maybe
Nicole.
Like 30 of them that came out of me. And can I tell you something? I have not been sick since.
Wow.
Not once. And I have 3 young kids.
That's your detox pathway, is your liver. It gets rid of everything. It's
insane. Green, like lime green stones.
I know, lime green.
Like 30 of them.
I was so weird. I was like taking pictures of them.
Yeah, I tried to, but it was like an automatic flush toilet.
Oh, and it went down?
And my colonic person was like, oh, I need the photos. And it's like, what are we talking about right now?
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, let's normalize that.
We're talking about poop.
That's definitely for our next episode.
You can do it at home too. Phosphoric acid.
I did it at home.
It's like phosphoric acid, and then you do like a quarter of a cup of lemon juice and a quarter of a cup of olive oil, and you drink it, and you lay on your side for like 30 minutes, and then the next day everything comes out. But you got to do the phosphoric for 3 days.
We'll link to it in the podcast because it is. If you can literally stomach it, it's game changing.
Jump on trampolines, detox your system, shake your system out.
Yeah.
Try and go as much sweat, sauna as you can, and then do a liver cleanse.
I know when I need to work on my lymphatic system because my rings are tight on my hands. And I'm like, things aren't working. Gotta get it all out.
You know what? I love a woman that's in tune with her body. That's a valuable thing.
Oh, I go deep. My husband thinks I'm crazy, but it's important.
It's great.
If you could tell every mother one thing, what would you tell them?
You're doing great. You're doing great. Every single mother.
Every day.
Every single moment of every single day. You're doing great. That simple phrase, one of my friends said that to me, and it just helped me so much. I'd be like, she's like, you're doing great. You're doing great. And then I just was like, you're doing great. You're doing great. It's like a mantra. And then you end up just starting to do great.
It's the mantra.
And you're like, okay, now I'm doing
I do
great.
this with my kids every day.
Fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it. I know. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
It works.
Yeah, it really does.
I drop my kids off at school every day, and before they walk in, we say 3 times, and I say, today's going to be and they say, great day. Today's going to be a great day. But it was like one of the first words my 2-year-old said.
Really?
Like all 3 of them will like line up, and like he said it, and I was like, oh my God, he said great day.
Yeah.
It's so cute, but it's a mantra.
I love that you do that with your kids. That's so valuable.
It's important.
Yeah.
It's good foundations.
They're manifesting great days every morning.
Yes, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We got to do a part 2. We have so much more to talk about.
Anytime.
I want your doula to come in.
Yeah. Charlotte Sternkind, Ayurvedic postpartum doula. She is an angel from heaven, that woman.
Let's have her and you and her together.
She's in Austin. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, she would love that too.
Amazing. All right. Where can everybody find Bumpsuit?
www.bumpsuit.com. At Bumpsuit, we have an incredible community. We just put 3 community members on a billboard in West Hollywood. So join our TYB. Bobby just got on TYB too.
Oh, yeah.
TYB members, you can earn rewards. It's basically a rewards program for the modern day.
Cool.
And you can help us create products. You can decide what we're doing with everything.
Amazing.
We're just making products for you guys. So
I love it.
Yeah, get up on there.
All right. Go get the goods, everybody. Go get the goods.
Come see us at one of our walks.
Yes, the walks are so wonderful.
They're awesome.
All right.
I'm running out of here to school pickup.
Literally. She's got to go.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here.